Can we edit that out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. This is kind of a hard question. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are the Primary Pair, and today we're doing Teacher Tag by Taylor at the Chronicles of Teacher Tay. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep watching. Okay, so I need to pull the questions up on my cell phone.
Yes, so you'll see her phone in the video.
Number 1, 5 things you love about being a teacher.
I'll say one thing about being a teacher that I love is interacting with kids every day. I've been a preschool teacher for like 9 years, so being with kids is definitely something that I love about being a teacher.
To piggyback off that, one thing that I love is to see the kids laugh and smile and like repeat after you, the good things, not the bad things, and just watching them learn is just one thing that I love.
I would say another thing that I like is when like I'm heavily into music, and so I play music in my classroom every single day, and so it's fun for me to like see the kids like singing and dancing and stuff like that, and I tend to go along with them and sing and dance in the classroom too. So I like that connection that we have when it comes to music in the classroom.
Building relationships with students, I think is one thing that I feel I'm starting to get better at. So I'm still learning, but I had a student that has my heart, and he I don't know, I just built a relationship with him and just watched his behaviors kind of decrease as the year went on. Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish this year, but yeah, that's one thing that I love, just building relationships and just being with them, and like she said, just relating to them. And yeah, is that 3 so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say the next thing for me, and it's probably because I like being organized, is the fact that teaching is probably the profession that I most likely would go into, because I love all things pens, supplies, organization, like very much so. Like sticky notes, they like light up my life.
Yeah.
So
colors.
Yeah. Yeah, drawing, coloring, things like that. Like, I love that aspect of being a teacher.
Yeah. And I'll say read-alouds. I really love doing read-alouds with kids just because I love children's books myself. So any chance I get to read them, whether it be to a student or on my own, that's one thing that I love about teaching is children's books.
I'll say the last thing, I think this is 6, but the last thing, it would be for me that interaction between like other teachers and getting to talk to teachers that basically go through the same things that you go through. It helps you to realize that you're not the only one going through those things or through those hardships, and that everybody's been through it if they're not already going through it. So that's been good.
Yeah.
About being
Thank
a teacher
God
too.
for this one.
Yeah.
Like, man. Number 2. One thing I would say to a new teacher. One thing I would say to a new teacher is to hang in there, because you're doing great, and you probably don't hear that enough. So you're doing great. Keep it up. We love you.
One thing I would say to a new teacher would be find somebody in your school that you connect with and stick with that person. Like, I don't know how hard it would have been if I didn't have this one here. We met like at orientation, and like I'm so glad that we did, because the hardships that we had to go through as first year teachers, we got through them because we got through them together.
Yeah.
So definitely find somebody that you connect with, and stick to that person. Whenever you have a question about something, go to that person. Whenever we have like observations or lessons and things like that we need to do, we always go to each other and like practice and make sure that we got everything good. So definitely find your person.
Yeah. Number 3, One thing I would say to a teacher feeling burnt out.
We both felt burnt out.
Oh my gosh. I would just give them a hug if I could.
Right.
Because sometimes you need that. Like, I know I definitely need hugs. And I know she's not a huggy person so much as I am. So she'll come to me when she knows that I'm like feeling burnt out or down, and she'll just give me a hug. She won't even say anything, which is like, thank God.
Right.
Like,
sometimes that's like all you need, but also make sure that you take part in self-care. Like,
yes.
Cut the school day off. If your in time is at 3, even if you don't do it every day of the week, at least 2 to 3 times of the week, leave at 3.
Yeah.
And go home and do something fun, whether it be watching a movie, taking a walk, painting your nails,
watching TikTok,
making YouTube videos. I mean, this here is an outlet for me. I'm somebody who has been on YouTube for at least a year now. I have my own separate channel outside of this one, and that has definitely helped me throughout the year to focus my attention on something else other than just the everyday life of being a teacher. So definitely find something that you can do for fun, for self-care.
Yeah. Number 4, so last one. 3 things I wish I knew when I started teaching.
Oh boy. So how about you give 2 and then I'll give 2.
Okay. So one thing I wish I knew when I started teaching, this is going to sound so bad, but I wish I knew it was going to be so much work. I wish I knew that it was going to like have to deal so much with data, and I mean, I knew it was going to be like lesson planning and things like that, but you know, my vision of teaching was always the fun stuff and like the decorating the classroom and, you know, things like that. And that's not the case. Like, it's hard work, and it takes a special person to be a teacher, a person with a special heart, a strong personality, because gotta be strong.
Yeah.
Because those little boogers will bring you down sometimes, but you still love them at the end of the day.
I would say that something that I wish I knew is that I would have to spend so much money to make my classroom be homey. Like, you don't understand how much teachers have to spend in order to make their rooms look good. Like, yes, your district gives you some things, but the things that they give you will not make your room you. So you have to, especially if you're a first year teacher, like, save your money for sure, because you're going to be spending a lot of it to get your classroom the way that you want it, and for your kids to feel comfortable coming in it. No one wants to feel comfortable. Right. No one wants to come into a classroom that's like drab and cold and has nothing in it. Like, in order to make it comfy, it's at the end of the day, it's your home away from home. Mm-hmm. So you have to make it yours, and it's expensive. It's so expensive. Yeah. So I wish I knew that beforehand. Like, if you don't have an Amazon wish list, girl, get one.
Okay, so another thing I was thinking of when she was talking that I wish I knew when I started teaching was how much mental capacity it was going to take to be a teacher. Yeah. It takes a lot, and it's like taking a toll on my relationships, like family, friends for sure, because I'll just like get so involved in what I'm doing with teaching, and I'll just forget everything else. Yeah. Like, I'll forget, I won't text people back, like, and it's not because I don't care about them. It's just that, like, I, as a first year teacher last year and second year this year, I've just, you know, my mind goes in so many different directions. Like, it's hard to keep up.
It's like the first 5 years of teaching is like you learning how to teach. Right. And learning how to be a teacher, and learning how to compartmentalize things, because like mentally time management is another thing that I wish I knew before being a teacher. Like, having time management is definitely key. Like, having a schedule for yourself.
Yes.
Knowing when you're going to work on school, when you're not going to work on school. Like, those are definitely things that I wish I would have
knowing your breaking point too.
Yeah.
Like knowing when to say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I need a break.
Yeah. And don't be scared to say that.
No.
Because your teachers that are in the school with you, like your teaching team, they know. They've been there. They've been there. And even if you don't say anything, they can tell when you're not your best self. So
this one, like, my face
I'm like
shows it all.
move, like my like mood is just like, oh, like you can tell I am a naturally like happy, like fun person. And so when like my mental capacity is just like done, I'm just like, I'm only focused on what I need to do. And it's like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is hard.
Was that the last question?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're
so
done.
This tag was like super short, but we just want to say thank you so much to Taylor. His Instagram is the Chronicles of Teacher Tay. Definitely go follow him. If you're somebody who wants to do this tag, definitely do it. You don't have to have a YouTube channel to do so. You can always post this on your Instagram stories. So we encourage all of you to definitely do this tag. It's a good way for teachers to connect, especially during this time.
And know that you're not alone.
For sure. So thanks to him, and thank you to you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.